I read it, I thought it was done really well. It's tasteful. And
Comic podcast.
We'll sneak it in.
But something that's
anyway.
maybe not good.
What's that?
A new power for Superman.
Okay, so and this happened in, was it Superman?
Unlimited issue.
So are we technically going into the comics section now?
No, this is still news. We might jump into this. We got one more thing before I want to get to comic reviews, but I just want to say, right, when it comes to Superman, the smallest thing can happen to Superman, and it is news. Earlier before we got on, I was coming from my aunt's house, and they were like, so what are you guys talking about? I was like, one thing is we're talking. I was like, the Superman has new powers, and they were like, oh. Like,
tell.
No, for real, like real talk. Like, and I was like, you know what? The fact that I know you guys don't read books at all, but the fact that you Superman getting new powers has you interested. You tell them you can find out on Wednesday. Right. But
subscribe
that plays into the part of the tenure and long-standing. What I'm calling about.
We're approaching 80 years now, so
yeah. Like,
Superman's the king of superheroes, so I mean,
yeah.
it's pretty much the first one. Me and Ken always joke and say everything's a ripoff of Superman. So,
I mean, kinda.
Exactly.
When something happens to him that's unique, it does make a lot of waves. I mean, when I read it, I thought it was done really well. It's tasteful, and the lead up to it.
So, what are these new powers? Because you read it, right, Buzz?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really fully explain it so much as his obviously kryptonite is like his biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an incursion there where it's kind of like a lot of kryptonite.
It's like a whole, like a gigantic asteroid size.
Like it's the most amount of kryptonite. And now, I guess we're doing spoilers on it. Or
I mean, it's already
at
out.
This point.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be.
It's a week.
So yeah, everyone has kryptonite now.
That's another
like
issue.
A smartphone. Yeah. Like kryptonite is as popular as smartphones.
Yeah.
So, like quite literally, and Batman is like telling him. So.
It's
you
kind
have
of like
to
the
do
whole
something.
vibranium thing, and
yeah, you got to put something in there new, to help bring it back.
Okay, so like from what I've seen, he's So he's golden.
He's golden.
There you go.
Lights up like the power of the sun.
You know what? Baby Huey said something earlier that made sense, so it actually could fall in line with the timeline of Superman. This is how Superman 1 million looks, except the S is like those 3 circles on his chest.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of looked into this a little bit. I wasn't sure what was what. But allegedly this power is supposed to be like his own internal solar battery. So it allows him to be like invulnerable to all forms of kryptonite.
Star power from Mario Kart.
Star.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But I think I don't know how much I like that. Like it's hard enough to imagine to write a Superman book where you can actually put him in some type of danger or make it real for him. Now it's kind of like there is nothing that can get in his way. He is essentially like, and a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, but he is a lot like Goku at this point. This is
Goku's like Superman, right?
Exactly.
I mean, column A, column B, depends on how you want to do it. I'm not going to make any arguments.
Super Saiyan Superman now.
But the thing is, I am interested now to see, because kryptonite, for the most part, has been kind of off the playing field in DC Comics. They've been finding it less and less in the comics.
Right.
Now a whole gigantic meteorite fell, and like a nation has it, like Wakanda, and they've turned it into a whole selling point for them. So they're like the wealthiest country in the world.
It's wild too. So he he tries to redirect this asteroid that's coming down, and obviously he's hurt. I guess it fell on him, so he's cooped up in
Yes.
a hospital in the Watchtower for
3 months.
for 3 months. So this nation sprung up completely. All the kryptonite decided it was going to go into all the technology and make everything great and wonderful, all in a span of 3 months. It's the timetables, but it's beyond me.
Yeah, a little bizarre, but now, like I said, they've taken kryptonite off the board, and now they've taken it off the board completely. If this new power set protects him,
Yeah.
so interested now to see what they do with how he is basically a Superman.
Yeah.
Nothing can affect him.
And that's a thing. I think a lot of people think I don't like Superman. I actually
don't.
do. No, I like Superman. I like Superman a lot.
You
what
like
I
Superman
find,
like I like Flash. Come on.
wow. No, I think where the turnoff for me is because it's there's no difficulty. There's no real threat for Superman to face. It's like, how do you write that character and really make him interesting? Like, that's why I found Superman Blue and Superman Red like kind of cool, where most people didn't.
Here comes Buzz. Let it go. Let it rip.
The new Golden Superman reminded me of Superman Blue and Red with this new thing. But I was going to say that you're not going to introduce him to be invulnerable again without something else to follow up the plot that's going to come in and create like the weakness. It's
So maybe he
read
won't have
3 issues in, 4 issues in, and you'll see like it doesn't last or something like that.
The thing that this book does really well is makes you want to read the second issue.
Exactly. And that's
Correct.
What's great.
That's what
I
it's
read a
supposed to do.
Superman comic book today that I enjoyed. Like, check. You know what I mean?
And I do love how Martian Manhunter was pretending to be Clark Kent for the 3 months that he was out.
Yeah. It had a little Justice League splashed in. It was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
that's how it should be done. Oh, right before we get to the comic reviews, we have one more piece of news, and that is
Good one. Yes, it's a buy. Everybody should check it out. At least the first 2 issues.
Yes.